Hello and welcome to Balls.ie Euro 2016 Fan Zone Live. Michael Trainer and Gavin Casey here. We just watched Ireland play out a 1-1 draw with Sweden in a game everyone said we had to win. We didn't win it. We didn't lose it either. Gavin, how are you feeling straight after that one?
I don't know, Mikey, to be honest with you. I don't know what to make of it all. Ecstatic when we went 1-0 up. Disappointed when we sat back. It seems to be our Achilles heel. We can't play football when we go 1-0 up. You said it at halftime yourself, or sorry, just after halftime yourself, as soon as we got the goal.
I said it just after halftime. It seems like we go one goal up in a big game. We did against Bosnia, we did against Germany. Obviously we were successful those times, but we panic. We don't know how to act. And we'd love to hear your comments as well. Make sure to get in touch with the hashtag BallsFanZone and join our Facebook group as well. But you wondered at halftime where was the goal going to come from, and it came from an absolute moment of magic from that man Lionel Messi, Wes Hoolahan.
Crosses back to the edge of the penalty.
Absolutely incredible. What a take, what a ball by Seamus Coleman. Now, Wes Hoolahan, what a game he had. I mean, going into it, you're expecting our hero to be Shane Long, maybe McCarthy in the middle. Wes Hoolahan stepped up and looked like he belonged at the top of European football.
He joined some European greats today. I think he really established himself as maybe the best player in the world right now, as in right this very instant. I don't think there's a better player in world football, but you've got a tweet here.
Funny you should say that with the greats, because Wes Hoolahan now has as many Euro goals as Ruud Gullit and Raúl. That's from Duncan Alexander. What a stat. Great company to be in.
Yeah, and he belongs there. He belongs alongside those names, if not above them.
So we go 1-0 up, things are looking great, and then they get the equaliser and we scored it for them. I mean, Kieran Clark, I thought he had a great game personally. Markin Ibrahimovic, after the season he had with Aston Villa, I thought he did really well. But the goal went in and the knives kind of came out for him on Twitter.
Yeah, Graham Brown, he pointed out, at Graham_Brown, he said, Kieran Clark is the Messi of accidents waiting to happen. Really harsh on Kieran. I mean, we had the Wes Hoolahan Messi comparison, and then we had the Clark Messi comparison on opposite ends of the scale. Clark did defend well, but he put the ball in his own net. So you can't really argue with it.
No, I suppose you can't. Back to the positivity, and Jeff Hendrick had an absolute stormer. It was our two championship midfielders that set the standard, and this tweet from John Lee really says it all.
Yeah, John Lee says, talented player Hendrick can adjust his hair and shape to play the ball at the same time. He did channel his inner Pirlo. We saw the flick and the pass in the first half. It was glorious to watch.
His hair was majestic. Now, obviously, you watched Ireland play Sweden in the real Euro 2016, but throughout the competition, we're going to be running a virtual Euro 2016 as well. The first game for that was Sweden 2. Check out how we got on.
Well, it all started with the 54 UEFA member states all entering the qualifiers. Now the 24 that made it this far are set for the race to be champions of Europe. So what now? It's one! Goal Ireland! Whipped in. And Long! Tremendous from Long!
So that's the football, and obviously there's a whole other side to this tournament. That's the fan experience in Paris that we want to focus on. With the unsavoury scenes of the weekend and some negative press involving certain countries, we were hoping that the Irish should go over and set the example, and that is exactly what has happened. Irish fans, Swedish fans, having the crack, singing songs. It's what everybody wants to see, and we've got some highlights here for you now. Let's start with a famous face cam.
That's right, Mikey. Ruby Walsh, famed jockey, joined the travelling contingent on a Ryanair flight, it would appear, and he received a rapturous reception.
That's brilliant. It's great to see Ruby Walsh involved, but really, it doesn't get much better than this. I know you're a big Westlife fan. I know a lot of you guys out there are big Westlife fans, and this rendition of World of Their Own is just as good as it gets. The lads are flying without wings there.
No buts or maybes about it.
Oh, that's a good one. Now, it's as you saw from that scene, you can spot the Irish Army from a mile off. There's green everywhere. It's so colourful. But we really need to give a shout out to young Jamie Byrne, because in terms of being colourful and getting your Irish proud out there, it does not get much better than this.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Jamie made a trip across the West Coast Customs and X to the Z exhibit on the West Coast of America, but he has certainly pimped his wheelchair. He's travelling in style. Tricolour wheels signed by the entire Ireland squad. Give him a shout if you see him over in France.
So if you are over in France, obviously you need to keep brushing up on your French, so that's why we've got our French phrase of the day.
Mettez-les sous pression.
So now it's time to check back in with Diego Maradona. El Diego, he didn't exactly have a hit with the first one. He predicted a glorious win for Ireland and we got a draw. So Diego, we need something from you now. If the show's going to have any credibility at all, we're going to need a hit from Diego Maradona. So we're going to shake the tambourine of destiny.
We're going to ask a question.
We're going to ask a question, the question that every Irish fan wants to know. Can Ireland still advance from the group stages?
Diego Armando Maradona.
Okay, I'll be de oro. Let's see what you have for the Irish boys.
Anything is possible, hombre, especially with Maradona.
What?
That is a weird one from Diego. Not really a yes or no. I'm going to look at that positively. He says anything is possible, so, you know, we can still advance. Obviously,
But
the next two
that's-
games are huge.
I think that's a cop-out, Mikey. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's sat on the fence there. I don't think it's good. He was already on a short leash now. Bear that in
He
mind.
knew two wrongs and he was out.
I'm not sure if that's acceptable.
Two massive games ahead of us, and you can check them out. We'll be previewing them this week on Balls.ie. That's unfortunately all we've got time for today on Balls.ie, Euro 2016 Fan Zone Live in association with Coca-Cola. From Mikey Trainer and Gavin Casey, make sure you get in touch with our hashtag and join our Facebook group as well. But in the meantime, we'll catch you for the next one.